Unbelievable. I mean, we're all sort of, mid-20s, and we're all incredibly individual. But you put us all together, and it's like kindergarten. It's like being back at school. And Harold, our director, is like a big kid as well. So in the mornings, it was quite difficult probably to get us all to focus. But it was great fun. The movie's very intense, and shooting it was very, very intense. And we are like a big family. We talk to each other every day, all of us. Outside of this world. Like Kevin has become like my brother, or actually he's sort of more like my adopted father as well now. I've got two dads, my real dad and Kevin Zegers. It's a great thing to be a part of, and I'm stoked that we get to go back and shoot a second movie, and I get to go back and shoot with my best friends. It's brilliant. I think there were two scenes particularly that were quite difficult. Three, actually. One is the fight scene in the Hotel de Mort with all the guys, because we were shooting at night. We'd start at like 9 o'clock in the evening and go through to like 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was like full on in like you just want to go to bed, and ultimately you have to be very physical. But everyone sort of like helps each other in those moments. But that was pretty fun. There's a scene in that section. There's a table flip that I did, and we rehearsed it twice, and then we shot it once. And the first time I did it, I overshot the table in the rehearsal. The second time I undershot the table. So I turned to Harold, the director. I went, we should just roll on this one, because the law of averages states that I should just land in the middle now. And I did, which was great. The second one is the greenhouse scene with Clary, where Jace opens up to Clary, and it's the romantic scene, yes, but it's more about the fact that, for me, I made Jace so dark because of that moment where he opens up, and you really can understand why he is the way he is. And so that was pretty difficult, because there's like 1,000 things going on in my head. I'm very nervous about the scene and blah, 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 and that was difficult. And then the last one is the big fight with Valentine at the end. That's a sort of 250 move fight. And I learnt the choreography before we started shooting, but still, once you get on set, it's hardcore. I mean, it's not an easy thing to shoot by any means. I sort of wanted to give him a hug. I wanted to sort of sit him down and tell him that everything was going to be okay. He's a very confused and lost young man, and I think that, growing up, we've all felt lost and we've all felt confused, and I think I just wanted to sit him down and give him a cup of tea and put him into bed. I'm dealing with it in the way that I deal with it. I mean, I live in London. I have friends that I've known for over half of my life, people that aren't in the industry, people that, that don't really care about what it is that I do. They just want to know me for me. I have relative anonymity, and that's great, and I love that. I love that part of my life, and I'm always going to go out there and do whatever it is that I want to do. My parents live in the countryside, and so I can go back there and, get to walk my dog and, just sort of relax, really. I think the movie has pretty much everything that is required of a film to be not only heartfelt but also exciting. This movie is about a young girl finding her voice. It's about a journey of self-discovery, but it's also really fun. Like, it's a great fun film to go and see. My dad and my agent went to go and see it, and they're older men, and they said it was just sort of like an emotional and a physical onslaught. At no point did they feel bored, and I think that that's really what we have, is this movie that just keeps on going. It never stops, and every scene means something. There's no real wet moments, I suppose.
Okay.
Thank you so much.